visual elegant, slow motion shots, a diamond ring on a velvet box, a perfectly made bed in a massive, immaculate bedroom. Elena, beautiful but expressionless, looks out a floor to ceiling window. Suen melancholic piano music. ELNA. My name is Elena. To everyone who knew me, I was the luckiest woman in the world. I had the husband, the house, the sparkle on my finger. He called me his queen. And from the outside, my kingdom was perfect. Visual. Quick cuts of a glamorous party. Elena in a stunning dress, smiling blankly as friends kiss her. Mark, handsome and charming, puts a possessive arm around her. Elenov, they saw his perfect smile. Our beautiful things. What they didn't see were the tears on my pillow every night, the silence that echoed in these big, empty rooms. I woke up every morning in a beautiful, golden prison, and my terrible secret was this: I had a perfect husband. But I did not love him. Visual. The screen floods with color. Flashback to a small, cozy, messy art studio. A younger Elena, hair in a messy bun, laughs as she flicks paint onto a canvas. She wears a bright, patterned dress. Her father, a kind-faced man, brings her a mug of tea. Soyundi's music becomes warmer, acoustic guitar, E-line. To understand the cage, you have to see the sky I fell from. 7 years ago, my life was a beautiful disaster. I was an artist. My world was made of color and chaos, and this incredible, noisy joy. I lived with my dad in this little, creaky house that smelled like oil paint and coffee. We were poor, but I was so rich. He was my best friend. He believed in my dreams. Visual Elena and her father hanging a painting. Their easy companionship is palpable. Visual. The color drains. A hospital hallway. A funeral under gray skies. Elena, dressed in black, looks utterly lost. So music turns dissonant, anxious. Elena, and then the world went dark. My father got sick, and he was gone. I was shattered. And before I could even catch my breath, the men came. Debt collectors. My father had secrets, debts I never knew about. They were taking the house. Visual. Elena alone on the floor of the now empty living room, hugging her knees, crying. Elena, I was completely alone. Grieving, terrified. I had nothing. Vessel, the front door opens. Light streams in. Mark stands in the doorway. Silhouetted. He looks calm, assured. He kneels in front of her. Suited music softens to a single, hopeful piano note. Mark, hey Elena. Don't worry. I will fix this. Elnai, and he did. He was my father's business partner. Older, successful. He paid every debt. He saved my home. He saved me. I looked at him through my tears and saw an angel. My gratitude was an ocean, and I was drowning in it. Visual romantic montage. Dinners, Mark giving her flowers. It feels pleasant but slightly staged. Then, a proposal at a fancy restaurant. Mark holds out a ring box. Soon unromantic, but slightly generic, string music. Elena. He was kind. Stable. A safe harbor. When he asked me to marry him 6 months later, I searched my heart. I didn't feel that fire, that crazy, can't breathe excitement. But I felt safe, and I felt this enormous debt. I told myself, kindness is a form of love. Gratitude is enough. Visual close up on Elena's face. A flicker of hesitation, then a slow, resigned smile. Elon, yes. Visual. The pristine, modern kitchen. Alina timidly shows Mark a job advertisement for an art teacher on her phone. Sound ambient. Tense silence. Mark, hey honey, why would you work for pennies? I give you everything. Your job is to be happy here. Visual. Alina's hopeful expression crumples. She looks down. ELN. The control started small, dismissing my dreams as hobbies. Then, it was my clothes. Visual. Elena opens her walk-in closet. It's empty except for a few beige garments. She stares, shocked. Mark enters behind her, wrapping his arms around her. Mark, I donated them. These new ones are more appropriate. They make you look like a proper lady. Like my wife. Visual. Elena's reflection in the mirror shows her eyes wide with a dawning horror. Visual tici pinti ingecienti. Sun-drenched garden. Elena, wearing an old smock, is joyfully painting on her father's easel. Her hands are covered in vibrant paint. She is truly alive. So uplifting, magical music. Eamon, but the worst moment was about my painting. One afternoon I was brave. I took out my father's old easel. And for the first time in years, I felt it again. That connection. My hands were dirty, but my soul was clean. Visual. The music cuts. Mark's shadow falls over her. He is home early. His face is a mask of disgust. Silence, then the crunch of his shoes on gravel. Mark, Elena. Look at you. You're dirty. Visual. He takes the paintbrush from her hand. He wipes her cheek roughly with a handkerchief. Mark, we have a dinner party. You cannot look like this. Go clean yourself. Maria. Please take this away. Put it in the basement. Visual. Slow motion as the housekeeper takes the easel. Alina watches it go, her joy extinguished. The sun is bright, but she wraps her arms around herself, shivering. Elena. He didn't hit me. He didn't shout. But his words were chains. I wasn't his partner. I was his doll. A pretty thing to sit on a shelf. Visual. The elegant breakfast nook. Mark, excited, slides the envelope to Alina. She opens it. Close up on the legal document. Bill of sale. Her face pales. Sound a low, throbbing drone. Mark, I sold the old house, Alina. It was a drain. And look, we're moving to the city. A fresh start. Visual. Mark doesn't look at her. He butters his toast and checks his phone. A single tear rolls down Alina's cheek. He doesn't see it. Elena. He had sold my father's house. My last piece of home. My only thing that was truly mine. Without asking, without a thought. And in that moment, the blindfold fell. He didn't love me. You don't erase the person you love. I was just another asset. And the pain turned to iron. It turned to anger. I was awake. Visuals teach pay why. A glamorous crowd. Alina in a silver dress. A mannequin's smile plastered on her face. Mark taps his glass. So undine party chatter fades to silence. Mark. A
new chapter!
I want to give my beautiful wife everything she deserves. Visual. All eyes turn to Alina. Mark's hand is tight on her waist. He gives her a subtle, commanding squeeze. Speak, Sudi, heartbeat sound effect. Slow, loud. Visual. Elena's POV. The crowd blurs. She looks down at her hands. Superimposed image, her hands covered in bright paint from the garden. No, Mark. What did you say? Darling. Visowell. Elena steps away, breaking his grip. She faces him. Elaman, I said no. I am not going. Visual. The crowd gasps. Mark's face flushes with anger. You bought my debt. You bought my clothes. You bought this house. But you cannot buy me. Mark, hey. Elena, stop this. I saved you. You were nothing without me. Elena, yes, you saved me. And I was grateful. But gratitude is not love. Mark, and a marriage is not a cage. Visual dramatic close-up. She struggles to pull off the diamond ring. It comes free. She places it on the table with a definitive CINK. Elena, keep it. It belongs to you. But my life belongs to me. Visual. She turns and walks through the stunned crowd. Visual. Elena walks out the front door into the cold, dark night. She is in only her silver dress, so indignant. Distant traffic, her footsteps. Elena, and the air was freezing. I had no coat, no purse, no money. I had nothing. Visual. She stops, looks up at the sky, and takes a deep, shuddering breath. A small, real smile touches her lips. Elena, and for the first time in 5 years. I had everything. Visual montage. Signing divorce papers. Sleeping on a friend's couch. Applying for jobs. Carrying a box up a narrow staircase. So indeed determined. Rebuilding music. Ina. The next months were hard. I took nothing from the divorce. I wanted to be free of every debt. Every tie. I started from zero. The CUAL. Elena's new apartment. It's small, sunlit, and wonderfully lived in. Canvases lean against walls. She's in paint-splattered jeans. Making coffee. So yendi morning sounds, a bakery oven humming below. Birds chirping. Eman now. I live in a tiny apartment above a bakery. It's noisy, and it always smells like bread. I work the morning shift downstairs. My hands are rough from the work, and I am happy. Visual. The golden hour. Sunlight streams through the window. Elena is at her easel, the same one from the garden. She paints with bold, sweeping strokes. The canvas is a riot of color. She smiles, completely absorbed. So inspiring emotional music swells. In the afternoons, the light is perfect. I paint. I sold a painting last month. It wasn't for much, but with the money. Visceral. Elena holds up a simple, sunshine, yellow dress. She smiles genuinely. Elena, I bought this. It's not elegant. It's not appropriate. It's mine. Visual. Elena sits, speaking directly to the camera. She looks strong, at peace, her eyes alive. Elena, I learned the hardest lesson. A golden cage is still a cage. You cannot trade your soul for security. It is better to eat bread in freedom than to feast in a prison. Love doesn't control. Love doesn't erase. If someone needs to change everything you are, they don't love you. They love the idea of owning you. Visual. Final montage. Elena laughing with her friend. Serving bread with flour on her nose. Painting in her sunny room. Walking down a street in her yellow dress. Free. So music concludes on a hopeful, resolved note. Eleni. I lost everything to find myself, and I have never been happier. Visual. Text on screen. Your freedom is worth more than any diamond. Elinan. Have you ever felt trapped in a life that looks perfect? You're not alone. Share your story below. I read every one. If this resonated with you, please like and subscribe. Share it with someone who might need to hear it today. Thank you for listening to my truth.